Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here, back with our India gameplay on the 2010 FIFA World Cup game. This is part 2 of our qualification run. I highly recommend you watch the first part if you've only just stumbled on this second part, because we have just got to the third round of qualifying, or the fourth round, I'm not really too sure, but it's basically the final round, and we are in a group with the UAE, Bahrain, Japan and Syria. A very tough group for India, but India have shown that they can pull off some really good results when they need to. We beat China convincingly a couple of times in the last qualifying round. Bahrain did beat us convincingly in the last match of the last video, so I'm a little bit worried that some of those performances might repeat themselves. But if they do, then it's not too much of a problem. If you want to know the percentage chance of India qualifying, it's quite low, but I reckon if we can sneak into that third place spot in the group, you know, the playoff, we might have a chance. And before we start our match against the United Arab Emirates, we are on legendary difficulty. I like to show it before every single gameplay just for clarification, because it is the best way to play these types of games. Alright then, kicking off our second round of qualifying against the UAE. Hopefully we can get a good result here. They are a tough team. We have used them in the past, and they are a very decent team. Hopefully India can have more surprises here. We've got a few players that are on form as well. Chetri has started banging in the goals as well. So hopefully India can continue this fine run that they got going. Seems like Chetri, even though he's a decent player in front of goal, he doesn't have any strength for some reason. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe that's just his build in real life. I'm not sure. But like I said, most of these players as well don't seem to possess any kind of strength to stop some of these sides going through. Great save by the goalkeeper to deny the UAE. It's cut out. And we got fouled there by the UAE. They're struggling to contain us going forward, but I'm just worried about the counter-attacks. If we push too far forward, we could be susceptible to conceding goals. Here come the UAE. I'm trying to get near him. Go on. Oh, good save. That was a powerful shot. That could have gone straight in with a goalkeeper rated about 50 or 60, but he stood his ground. Crossed in by UAE. It's headed, and that was a poor header by India that led to that goal, and it is Juma with the goal to make it 1-0 to the Emirates. Crossed in here, and it was headed. I'm not sure if it was by my player or the Emirati player, but it went in anyway. It wasn't good defending, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. Can he put in a ball? Not bad, and headed. Good save. It was travelling, but not quite powerful enough to get past the keeper there. The UAE have a corner just before half-time. Just hope they don't score before half-time. Otherwise, we're going to be in massive trouble. We're struggling to contain them when they go forward. That is my main concern with India. They just can't tackle. Most one-star teams, some of them can be capable of defending well, and others can't defend very well. It's very weird how some of them are made up. Half time, 1-0 down. Hopefully we can turn it around in the second half. Into the box here. Is there a chance? It's to Chetri. Oh, good save. That was a really good opportunity for India to get the equaliser, but Chetri didn't take it, and the goalkeeper denies him. Brutia on the ball. Through ball. Oh, here we go. Chetri. And he scores, yes, nice one, off the post and in, and Chetri scores for India to make it 1-1. It was a nice through ball to split the Emirati defence open, and all Chetri had to do was tap it in. It was assisted by the post, but we won't worry about that too much. Here comes the UAE. That was a fantastic ball and great save. I thought I was there for the taking, but the goalkeeper denies them. Crossed in by UAE, and it's... Oh, wow, how did they miss that? There was a lot of confusion and deflections in the box, and it still went over the bar. That is crazy. Over the top. What a ball that is to Brutia. And he scores. Yes, what a goal that was. The over-the-top ball was insane. Over the top. And he takes it so well to volley it in. And in the 70th minute, India have taken a surprise lead. Over the top there. And he just touches it down. Great volley into the top corner. That's what you love to see from a one-star team as well, because most of the time one-star teams won't pull off passes like that or control the ball like that, but it feels like India are slightly improving. Only about 8 minutes to play and India will get their first win of this group stage, which would be insane really, because, you know, we were 1-0 down at a point in this match, and I thought, well, it could have been game over. Maybe India didn't have the character to bring it back, but here they are at 2-1 with only a few minutes to play, and it could be free here. Chetri, oh, he puts it wide. Come on, you need to be more clinical when finishing off games like this. Over the top, oh, that's wild. That is a wild ball. It's completely split India's defence, but what a save that was. They go for it, and it just goes over. I thought I was there for the taking. Maybe a few of you will say that was insanely lucky because my defence was nowhere to be seen on that final play. The goalkeeper comes up clutch, just like Martinez in the World Cup final. Our second match of this qualifying campaign is against Syria. We are at home for this match. Another tough match to deal with. Syria are definitely one of the better teams in this group. The only sort of juggernaut in the group is Japan, pretty much, you know, in terms of star rating and stuff. It depends how they perform and everything like that, but India have shaken it up already at the start. We just need to try and see if we can beat Syria here. Even when India are in a neutral formation and neutral pressing, their defence is very high. They've got a very high line. One over the top ball by a really good side, and that would finish India off most of the time. Here's Gauri. Can't say I've ever heard of him, but he's going through here. And off the post! Oh, that was so unlucky. Great move by India, but just very unlucky with the finish. Got the ball back here. And we got it back again. This could be an opportunity. And wasted opportunity. It could have easily been a goal, really. India moving the ball around here. Diaz to Bhutia. Cross that in. That's not a bad one. Chetri has scored. Yes, what a header that was. And the hero of India comes up yet again. It's another goal for this guy. When I crossed it in, I was thinking to myself, is he going to get there? Because he was in position. And yes, sometimes the players completely miss it and stuff like that, especially, you know, one-star teams. But he did well there to get over the defender and actually header it in. Good passing. And it's another goal. Yes, what a goal that was. And that's the captain, Bhutia. He scored another one. And India, surprisingly, are leading 2-0 before half-time. That passing play was just so simple. We just turned the defender there and he was facing the wrong way for some reason. And I think that allowed us to get in behind and actually slot it in to the back of the net. It's half-time and India are 2-0 up over Syria. Quite a surprising result so far, but there's nothing to say that Syria won't actually get back into this game. They do have the quality and the talent. Into the box here. Could be a goal. Oh, I thought it actually went in, but it brushed the side netting. Here comes Syria. Out on the wing, into the box now. They just kept it on. Crossed in by Syria and just caught there by the goalkeeper. I thought they were going to do one of those crosses that just go straight in, you know. Through ball. Yes, Bhutia is going through. I can see Chetri as well. Into the box here. And he puts it wide. How did you put that one wide? It was there for the taking. You could have shut the game out for Syria. And that is a chance well wasted. Header, and it's just cut out there. And here comes Bhutia. He somehow got past the defender there. Great moves to get past him. He's getting hassled. And it's gone in. Yes. Yes. Come on, India. It's 3-0. And this is just an amazing result over Syria. Probably one of the best teams in the group. Getting beaten 3-0 by India. He couldn't even tackle me. Bhutia and Chetri seem to have a good partnership up front. It could be just the fact that Syria have had an off game in this one. They are away from home, but against opposition like India, you'd thought that it could have been a win. And how's that a penalty? I want to know, how's that a penalty? All right, then Syria go for the penalty, and it's top corner. Wow, what a strike that was. And they got a consolation there in the 88th minute. But yeah, I mean, they ain't going to score 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. A bit of a random pen, to be honest, because I thought that me and a Syrian player just collided in the box, but referee deemed it as a penalty. Syria pushing, one last opportunity. They go for it, just goes wide. That should be game over now, right? Once we boot this one away. And India will have 2 wins out of 2 to start this qualifying campaign in this group. A lot of you probably would have been thinking that, you know, this group would have been a little bit too hard for India, but here we are, pretty much joint top of the group, and we move on to the next game. Our third match of the qualifying campaign is against Japan. This is arguably the biggest match for India and also the hardest match, so don't be surprised if I get destroyed like 5-0 or something like that, because Japan are super good. We can beat Japan here though. We will definitely go top because Japan are top, but only by a game in hand. So, yeah. But they just scored immediately, and it was offside though. So, thankfully, yeah, he was miles offside on that one. But, yeah, we got let off. And now Tamada's just absolutely breezed past my defence. That's crossed in, header, and that's a goal. But, oh, okay, it pulled away, the camera pulled away like it was offside or something. I mean, it couldn't have been offside anyway, but yeah, 1-0 to Japan. India's defence nowhere to be seen, really. I came forward with the defender to try and stop the cross, and I got punished for it. Oh, come on, dude, don't mess that up, and great save. I couldn't clear it for some reason. He just stumbled on the ball, and those kind of plays are really going to screw us over against Japan here. And that was a poor ball. What is going on there? I didn't even do a through ball. It was just a normal pass. And for some reason, it just goes straight to the goalkeeper. Hate those kind of plays. India, you need to wake up if you want to try and be more competitive here against Japan. Let's see if India can get back into this game somehow. We've been overrun a little bit by Japan, and they're still overrunning us. Into the box, and that was a mistake, and the Indian goalkeeper has just gifted Japan a goal. Nakamura scores to make it 2-0, and that's probably game over now. We're not going to overturn a 2-0 lead against Japan. That mistake by the goalkeeper, I kind of hate that, because anybody would save a little tiny cross like that into the box, you know? But, yeah, I guess the rating system let me down. Japan go for it. They scored again. They've literally just hit me with a 1-2 punch. And that's 3-0. And yeah, we can write this game off now. India's defence were so bad on that play. And we're 3-0 down. It's basically just giving me sort of shades of the Bahrain game that we played in the last video. Here come India though. And I just couldn't shoot in time. I don't know why. Tamada to Akubo. Back to Tamada, and he hits the post. This is just far too easy for Japan to get past our defence. It's not necessarily India's fault, because they are a low-rated team. Got it here, and oh, what a save by the Japanese keeper. I thought that was going top corner, that shot. Could have got a consolation. Japan in the box, crossed in, header, and that's gone in. That's 4. India have just been absolutely blown away here by the Japanese. You know, this is a completely different performance from what we've seen against Syria and the UAE as well. You know, we've just been so bad. We've just been bystanders. We've just been literally watching Japan do everything. To Matsui, there's gaps everywhere. Gaps everywhere. It's 5-0, and India have just been absolutely diabolical in this match. There's just nothing up front from India today. Nothing from the midfield, and definitely nothing from the defenders as well. Absolutely outclassed in this match. I just wish the referee would blow the whistle. We've just been so poor. Japan smash India 5-0, and yeah, hang your heads in shame. That was terrible. Really terrible performance. Like, I tried my best to get the team going, but half the time they were just leaving massive gaps in the defensive areas, and Japan literally ran riot in that game. Our fourth match of the qualifying campaign is against Bahrain. I'm looking to get revenge for that 5-0 defeat that they inflicted upon us in the last qualifying round. Hopefully we don't concede 5 more goals again. I really don't want to have another match like that. Into the box. They go for it. Yes! It just P-rolls into the bottom corner. And who was that scored? It was Diaz with the goal. And that is 1-0 to India in the first 5 minutes of the game. I didn't even think that would go in. It was such a weak shot. And the Bahrain keeper couldn't keep it out. I don't get what's going on here, and that's a goal. Yeah, India's defence are all over the place, and Hebale scores to make it 1-1. I'm getting really tired of India coming forward on plays like that. Like, you may say, oh, you're in control of it or whatever, but India's defence are pushed up so high sometimes. Can't tackle Bahrain. They're pushing forward and they put it wide. The tackling is a massive issue that India really need to iron out. What was that? Like, come on. Oh, here we go. Look, see, the defense pushed up too high. It's not even in attacking either. It's not even in attacking. It's just their default formation settings. It's like, why are they pushed up so high? I get it. Like, it might be because, you know, they want to try and score goals. But we're not really defending very well. There we go. What a goal that was. And I think that was Chetri that scored. There we go. So, you know, he's a bit inconsistent, but at least he scored there. So that's 2-1 now. We do them to give ourselves a challenge and see if we can qualify with some of the smallest nations on the planet. Small in terms of football team, I mean, not like India are like small at all in terms of landmass. There we go. That's 3-1. What a goal that was. I think it was Chetri again, wasn't it? No, it's Brutia, sorry. Nice one. It's 3-1 to India over Bahrain. This is the potential that India can play at when they're playing well. But against Japan, we were just absolutely useless. Bahrain, they whip it in and off the top of the bar. I had a feeling that could have snuck in, but thankfully, the post saves us. Half time, and it's 3-1 to India as we go into the second half. Really good performance so far from the Indians, and hopefully they can carry it on into the second half. Through ball here to Diaz. He's got a lot of space here. Can he score for India? Into the box here, and yes, that's 4. I thought that was slightly offside, but clearly not. And that's Chetri again with the goal to make it 4-1 to India. This is exceptional performance. Miles better than what we did against Japan. Look at this. Nice little tap in and a good slide tackle shot as well. Over the top. Chetri is there. Great control. He goes for it. Yes, that's 5-1. Nice one. This is massive for India. And Chetri has scored again. That's definitely a hat-trick. And we're flying. We're flying against Bahrain. Far too easy there to get in behind. And it was just a nice finesse shot into the bottom corner. Really done Bahrain dirty in this match. Like, I could have beaten them by like 7 goals or something. But it's just, you know, the control and everything like that going forward has been a little bit difficult for India. Bahrain pushing forward. One last opportunity maybe. And, right, well, they scored. Goalkeeper did save it. It's very unlucky. And Okunwane scores to make it 5-2. And that's going to be it. We just thrashed Bahrain 5-2 with India. What a result that is. And what a bounce back as well from that 5-0 thrashing at the hands of Japan. So India are capable of these types of performances. It's just that they need to keep it up in the second portion of qualifying. They really need to go and do it away at home from Syria and stuff like that. So hopefully they can. Alright then, so at the halfway point in qualifying, this is what your table looks like. Japan are top with 12 points, with 0 losses and 4 wins. And I think that they're going to win the group at the end of the campaign. India are sat in second place with 9 points and only 1 loss, and that was to Japan. So we're doing well at the moment. We are sat in the second place spot with about 5 points ahead of the UAE as well, who are sat in the playoff position with 4 points. So we've got a little bit of a cushion. Nothing is guaranteed. And if you want to see the other group, that is how the other group is looking like right now. We've got Iran top, Australia sat in second, North Korea sat in the playoff position, Iraq and Oman just behind them. We have got the UAE again, but this time we're at home. Hopefully India can get another decent win against them to do the double over the UAE and extend their lead over them. Because if we beat the UAE, we will be 8 points clear of them currently, because we're 5 points clear of them right now. Great tackle there by Nike into the box. Go on. Yes! How did the goalkeeper not actually come out for that? It was just a random set of passes and Brutia scores to make it 1-0 to India. This is the exact start that I wanted. Just something like this. I'm going to through ball it to you, Chetri. You are in behind. It could be another goal. Oh, why did it do that? I wanted it just a little bit to that guy, but it was just overhit. Singh on the ball. Turning here. Into the box here. Oh, just cut out. UAE pushing forward here. Can't seem to tackle him. This is India's biggest problem, is tackling there. Couldn't tackle him there. It's crossed in, and that was a poor header. Well, that's going to be half-time with a score of 1-0 to India. Could have been more, but then we started to slow down, and then when the UAE were pressing us, it just felt like we couldn't tackle them. They're a little bit too strong for us. Chetri on the ball, and it's cut out. We haven't been good at going forward in this half. We slowed right down and not actually given us any chances to actually go through and score and double our lead. Go on. Oh, just wide there. We had a snapshot, but couldn't put it into the back of the net. I mean, we got it back now. Roy. And yeah, nice one. 1-0. Not the most exciting of matches, but we had to grind for that victory. And that's 3 important points on the board. Only 3 matches to play. If we win at least, I'd say 1 more and maybe a draw, I think we'll go through. Our next match is against Syria away from home. This is going to be very tough. I'm not sure where Syria are in the table, but we are second because we got 12 points. I'm fairly sure Japan have got like 14 or 15 or something like that. We've done so well to get in this position, and Syria have already gone through here and they score. Well, that's the start I wanted, wasn't it? Okay, Rafe scores to make it 1-0, and it was just far too easy for Syria just to do 1 through ball and go through. Oh, that's a bad foul, and that is going to be a red card for Syria. That makes things a little bit easier, but look who's injured. A star player, Brutia, is now injured. Thank you, Syria, for basically putting my qualifying campaign in massive jeopardy. Look, Brutia is playing like a 90 rated player. Come on, man. Great pass to Chetri, but it's just cut out there. Why didn't you go header it? Why didn't you go for the header? This is the exact performance that I do not want, India. Come on. Go on. Oh, what a save. But maybe I should have passed it. I don't know. But every time I keep passing it to another striker, it just keeps getting overhit or something. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Chetri. Oh, that was a good chance to score. But the Syrian keeper denies us again. Oh, that was terrible. I didn't want to pass to him. And, oh, that was close. Through ball, here comes Syria, nobody's stopping him, he's just charging through on goal, and great save by the goalkeeper, headed, and that went in, a 10-men Syria have taken a 2-0 lead over India, and this is diabolical from the Indians. Honestly, what will happen here? The goalkeeper was in like a decent-ish position to save it, and he palms it in his own net. Well, 2-0 down against Syria, and I kind of expected this, to be honest. I knew that I would drop a game like this, and we haven't been playing well at all. We really haven't. We can't link up front. Diaz gets tackled there. Syria have been just monsters at defending. Really have shut me down at every opportunity. Over the top here. We got it. And again, another save by the Syrian keeper. He has been a hero in this match. Oh, they got it still. And the Indian defence don't know what to do with it. It's going to be game over, 100%. Keeper's coming forward, and that's off the post. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a goal. Yeah. Awful performance from India. Really, truly terrible performance. Defence everywhere. Our strikers couldn't do anything in this game. And, yeah, thanks for that, India, for dropping this crucial game. Yeah, terrible performance by India. Absolutely horrible. Syria are now 5 points behind us. So all we need to do is win. But look who we got next. Look who we got. We have Japan. We're not beating them. Alright, well, we're against Japan for our second to last match. Japan have already beaten us 5-0 in this qualifying campaign, so don't be surprised if they do it again. Crossed in, headed out, and that was a really poor ball, and keeper's got it right. And that's a penalty? Oh my goodness. I didn't even press any slide tackle button or anything like that. It was just another one of those situations where, you know, you can't do anything about it. How do you turn off these, like, trainer things? Shouldn't... Oh, I went the right way as well. And yeah, Endo scores 1-0. India are really trying their best to throw this one away, aren't they? Here comes India. They cross it in. No header. Got the ball back here. Crossed in. That's a chance. And again, blown chance there. Like, it was a free header. You should be at least testing the goalkeeper with that kind of header. And it's cut out. We have so many injuries now for this squad. Like, the game, these random training injuries that come up after you win a match or lose a match, I'm going to say it, they are BS. They are. Because, like, I get it. They make the game more, like, challenging because you have to use players on the bench and stuff like that. But I don't want to use players from my bench when I'm using India, you know? Because most of them don't have form. So it's basically the game trying to ruin my qualifying run. Nakamura going through, literally no contest whatsoever with some of these defenders that we have for India. Just been really, really poor in this first half. Can't really seem to get anything going. India 1-0 down against Japan. I'm not saying that India should be winning against Japan, but I just want to see more. Header. Oh, yes. That's a good cross. Okay, well, it's 1-1. That was totally unexpected because we haven't even scored a header in this qualifying campaign yet. Well, I don't think so anyway. And then Roy comes out of nowhere and heads it in. Good cross by Chetri, and it was a nice header into the back of the net. That goal has definitely stunned Japan. Here comes Japan. And great defending by that centre-back there. And that was a foul, ref. Come on. He literally wiped me out in my own box. And you're just going to ignore it? Can't catch this guy up. He's just too strong. And that was great defending. But it's gone straight to Japan. And that's a goal. That's a goal. Oh, it was so unlucky, man. Because it should have been just a normal clearance. But it actually bounced off of his legs. And, yeah. Yeah, it just led to a goal. There was nothing we can do. And, yeah, our defending lets us down once again. But it is against Japan, so it's not that bad. But we are in a position where we can throw this qualifying campaign. Into the box. Chetri. Yes, he scores! Nice one! It's 2-2. We might have rescued it. Might have rescued this. Because all we need is a draw. Or a win. That's all we need to secure our qualifying spot. And that was such a good turn by Chetri. And actually to put it into the top corner there. Such a good turn. And he finally shows up when it matters. With only 3 minutes to play. Singh gets taken out there. Nobody gets it. But it's Chetri. Oh, I thought he scored. That was so close to being a winner. And India are celebrating like they've won the game in the background there. I think they've actually qualified. We'll double check the table, but I'm fairly sure that draw meant that we qualified. And that was a really good draw as well against a team like Japan. So looking at the table, we have qualified automatically for the World Cup. Even if the UAE win and we lose our last match, there's still a 3-point gap, and yeah, we can't get eliminated from automatic World Cup qualification. India have managed to navigate this really tough group and finish second in qualifying. Absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see what kind of group we have for the World Cup. We are away from home for this one, and well, when we had this situation in the last video, we got spanked 5-0. So let's avoid that kind of result before the World Cup. I'm really proud of India for qualifying for the World Cup because it was a tough group. There were points where they played really well and points where they didn't play well at all. So very inconsistent, but You know, I'm really happy that we've sealed qualifying for India. Here come Bahrain. That was a great pass, and yeah, they scored. It's 1-0 to Bahrain, and it's that man again. He's basically my nemesis in this gameplay because he keeps scoring against me. Every time we play against Bahrain, that man scores against me. Okunwane scores to make it 1-0. Go on, Chetri. Go on, you have to score. Yes! I didn't know what the goalkeeper was doing. He dived very prematurely there, and it allowed me to slot it into the back of the net. Chetri scores to make it 1-1. He must have been anticipating like a certain type of shot or something, but it made me actually score the goal because he'd already done the animation. So yeah, very strange. Oh, come on. Clear it when I tell you to, dude. That was entirely your fault. The guy who was there on the left-back position. Salmin scores, but I tried to pass it back to the goalkeeper. Didn't register the command, so the guy just got tackled. And it was such an easy goal for Bahrain. Oh, he skipped past the challenge. It's Chetri. He's only got about one guy back with him. And he scores! Nice one. It's 2-2. Chetri scores again to add to his tally. And India have equalised with only 4 minutes to play. I think it's going to end at 2-2 here. Not a bad result to end the qualifying campaign on. Again, we've had to rescue another result, but I think that's just India in general. I think they're just too small of a team to hold on to some of these results sometimes. I mean, at the start of the qualifying campaign, we were flying. You know, we got 2 wins on the bounce against Syria and the UAE, and then we started to slow down. And the inconsistent form started to sort of get into the squad and everything like that. Alright then guys, before we wrap this video up, we need to find out our group for the World Cup. So we're going to draw these teams, you know, the biggest teams in the world. We've got South Africa, Italy, Holland, Croatia, Spain, Argentina, Brazil and Germany. Okay, so we're in pot 2 now. And who's going to go where? So England are in Group A. Group B, Cyprus. So Cyprus made it to the World Cup. Slovakia in Group C. In Group D, we have Switzerland. Group E, France. Group F, Portugal. Denmark in Group G. And Serbia will go in Group H. In pot 3, we have some of the other bigger sides around the world. We've got Japan going in Group A. Morocco going in Group B. Nigeria in Group C. Ghana in Group D. USA in Group E. Egypt in Group F. Ivory Coast in Group G, and Paraguay in Group H. So, where will we be in this group? Oh, straight away, we are in Group A. Okay, so we're in a group with South Africa, Japan, and England. Iran going to Group B, and we're just going to finish off the rest of them. El Salvador going to Group C, North Korea going Group D, Australia in Group E, Trinidad and Tobago in Group F, Ecuador in Group G, and Honduras go into Group H. So that was your second part of India's World Cup qualifying campaign. We've made it to the World Cup. Tune in next time to actually see how far we can get. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.